Hello there, lovely people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today I'll be doing two videos for you. First episode, I'm gonna do a comparison video between two fragrances. One from House of Nishane, Niche House. Other one's the design house of Lalique. So these fragrances, I always thought about. I even mentioned in one of my videos that I find these fragrances very similar, and not to say one is a clone of other, but one definitely can be replacing the other one because of some common elements and some due to some other factors. So today we'll be comparing Nishane Fanny of Flames and Ombre Noire by Lalique. So these two fragrances I have, and I recently received Fanny of Flames, the bottle. I bought a partial from one of the brothers. Lalique one I had it for a long time, but Nishane one I reviewed from a sample like a couple of years back from one of our brothers who gifted me the sample travel atomizer or something like it, like a Decant. So I didn't really find it to be that special that time. So I'll discuss as we go. So it's going to be re-review sort of Nishane Fanny of Flames versus the as well as the comparison. So today I have another video coming up, that 15 fragrances that pushes the envelope or push the envelope rather, like I don't want to put the title like designer fragrances that feel like niche, but or like something like it, but 15 fragrances that smell different than typical designers. That is my second episode. And the thing is, yesterday it was a long day. I got a little bit sick, because of restlessness. So I sound a little bit tired. I'm gonna speak slow, which is good for you, I guess. Hopefully you can hear me. This around 5:20 a.m. here. Okay, so it's been raining for 2 days. A little bit cooler, but still no winter. So let's start. We'll go. I don't have the boxes to show you. I do have, but then I don't want to. These two. Let's talk about house. Lalique is a designer house as far as I know, but Lalique also make niche perfume. I think they have more expensive fragrance as well. So sometimes it's designer or niche, I get confused, but most part perhaps they are like right in between. This fragrance right here is 100 ml size, bottle size, I think 100 ml, yeah, 100 ml EDP concentration, and very fantastic looking bottle. As you can see, juice color is boozy. They are very similar in juice color. Even the Lalique one is a bit more darker maybe, and it has this nice little cap. Very creative, very creative bottle. Very heavy, very premium bottles. I love this line. Lalique's Ombre Noire, I like Strem Sport, and even this one is the same bottle. The cap is different. So this fragrance you can have it for I think around within $40-$45, which is a very reasonable price tag, and it's an affordable fragrance, I would say. On the other side, this is a niche house, Nishane. You guys know this is a 50 ml. This one goes for 85, 90 something dollars in Bangladesh if you buy a tester. So definitely not cheap. And 100 ml for this I have seen it's like around $200. So basically 5 times more than the Lalique one. If you talk about 100 versus 100, really nice bottle. This is premium to say the least. Got this heavy metal cap, just like other Nishanes. Very heavy cap, and the sprayer works fine. The sticker, everything looks so solid. I love the House of Nishane. My favorite is Sultan Vetiver #1. So Fanny of Flame, basically extra de parfum. This is I think New York written. I don't know, sometimes they change. So basically we'll be comparing 50 ml versus 100 ml here. So the even 50 ml is double the price of the 100 ml. So price point is gone. Presentation wise, the box definitely will look better in Nishane. So perhaps I like the presentation on both. I'll give them like a tie. Price range wise, definitely Lalique wins. So now, seasons to wear them. I think they are both fantastic cold weather scents. Fall, autumn, mild cold weathers, winter, they will do really good. Longevity from these, there's no question Nishane lasts way longer than Lalique, but this one is not a weak perfume. I get like solid 5 to 6 hours from it, at least 5 hours in every wearing. And that fragrance you need to spray like 4 to 5 sprays, whereas Nishane you have to spray just twice. That is more than enough. It's a beast. Okay, so my story with Lalique, it's basically all credit. I always give credit to people who deserve it. Max Fort is the channel I saw, and he's the one who praised this so highly. He said, try this out guys, this is the boozy, like a nice sweet fragrance. It's really good. It's hidden gem. And definitely, Max Forty put me up to so many fragrances. I really have massive respect for this guy. He's one of the best channels for fragrance reviews. Okay, the other side, this one I tested it from that I told you my friend gave me a sample, and I did not really find it that time 2 years back to be very desirable because it was hot and humid. And if it's high heat, this fragrance is exact fragrance you don't want to wear. It's too intense. It's very sweet. It got this booze. Let's talk about this one. This one I think has coconut, rum, perhaps like a rum, and then it's open. Sorry, yeah. Tobacco, tonka bean, Chinese cedar and oak moss. That's from Fragrantica. But mostly what I get from it, let's just spray them and then talk about side by side. And I'll tell you why I got it. Okay, that's a bit too much, but these sprayers are really fantastic. Okay, and let's spray the Lalique on the other hand. I'm not wearing anything in the morning. I just woke up, had late dinner. This sprayer is much nicer. Actually, it can control the number of sprays. Like, you can spray a little, you can spray a lot. So I don't want to spray again, but it clicks onto place. Fantastic. Okay, so let that settle down. The Nishane one basically has that, as I told you, coconut, rum, boozy, tobacco sort of thing going on. Kind of spicy as well. The Lalique one on the other side also have booze, but this one has cognac. It has some of the notes, I think some green notes and stuff. Not exactly same notes breakdown. I think according to Fragrantica, fig leaf, mint, bergamot, tobacco leaf, cinnamon, papyrus, cognac, myrrh, olibanum, cedar, and tonka bean. I cannot remember all the notes. Definitely, I always refer to Fragrantica, which is an excellent reference point. So definitely you get the fig up top. It's very, very sweet. Okay, and it's a lot more sweet, boozy type rather than, there's like no spices in this one. The Lalique ones, especially, it's very sweet, milky, fig, and it's very nice, kind of like a sweet. That cognac is really lovely. The boozy, sweet experience, and it's very unique. You know, if you really want to get a unique perfume, this is something I would suggest. So compared to that, let's hold that this other side. Nishane one, when I smell it, people will definitely tell you they don't smell alike. Okay, I'm not saying they are like 10% or something similar, but they have some common notes like tonka bean, tobacco, booze, which this one also has. But this one has the fig, which makes it different, you know. So it got this kind of a greenery, milky thing going on, a lot more sweet. This is a lot more spicy. So opening burst is very challenging. Many people do not like it. I did not like it at first. Nowadays, you know, it's winter starting, so colder months, this is gonna be good. So some people say this is similar to Karagoz, but I don't find any similarity to that. The Nishane one, basically you get a very strong, boozy, rum. The coconut definitely, it gives that tropical vibe, but it's something spicy at the same time, which is not mentioned anywhere. I think it's the cinnamon, the spice, yes. So this is not for everybody. Even this one is not for everybody. But if you ask me, out of the two, which one smells more daring? Nishane one. Which one lasts more? This one. Which one costs more? This one. Projects more? This one. So more or less, if you ask me, Nishane one looks like a winner right here, right? But hold on. If you like this kind of fragrance, but you don't have the budget for it, you know, like 100 ml for $200, it's like ridiculous pricing, even if it's a niche perfume, which is good value. I do have, let me show you a 100 ml bottle of these. Let's say Nishane's Oolong Cha, okay? I have 300 mls, okay? So this is how these look like in 100 ml. Looks really nice, bit big, but they are like 100 ml. Like even the bottle shape, they kind of similar to Lalique, okay? So I think 100 ml versus 100 ml, this is how they look. So if you ask Nishane, it's still a good value if you can afford it, because you need lesser sprays. Even the 50 ml will last you a long time. But if you buy fragrances like Oolong Cha, Ambra Calabria, some of the lighter ones, the 50 ml wouldn't cut it for you. You know, like Hachiva perhaps will do, but 100 ml are better with the fresher ones. So if you talk about a better fragrance, they are both better fragrances. It's a funny thing to say, but they're both good. But if you can afford it, it's good. But here is my reason to do this video. I am not calling the Lalique a clone of this, okay? I'm saying they're similar in nature, same family, and this is a lot more sweeter, a lot more affordable, and you get 100 ml much more affordable. That's one thing which will make people to look at this fragrance rather than a Nishane, because Nishane, for a blind buy, if let's out of the two, which one should you blind buy if you have to pick one, right? This one, because you may lose less money if you do not like it. Imagine $90, $100 or $200 blind buy and you don't like it, and you'll be like, oops, it's costly, right? So yeah, in that way, this one makes more sense to me. You know, like I have love for both fragrances. You can wear these, own both of these if money is not an issue. But you should, if you like this kind of fragrance, Nishane one, you should definitely look at Lalique. This one deserves more love. This house deserves more love. Amazing fragrance. This is a true gem. Just love, absolutely love it. You know, it's so good. That fig note, the milky fig note is so good, and the mix with the booze, it's like an intoxicating sweet perfume. And at first you may find it a little bit weird because of the fig, but if you get used to it, it can become very addictive. On the other side, this opposite will happen. This one, at first you'll be very addicted to the opening, that coconut rum, ooh, that booziness, you know, you're like a Jamaican chap, you know, I cannot speak Jamaican accent, but I like the accent. Oh man, the way they speak, it's really nice. You know, I like that the island accent, right? So they have that the jazz, reggae music and stuff. They have this ram, they drink, so they're happy people, music and stuff. This one will be really really good. After a while, if you keep wearing it, doesn't change so much, compared to this. I think the Nishane Fan Your Flames is not as interesting in terms of the composition as it goes, even though it lasts longer, but you may get bored of it on the dry down. It's just big sweetness on the skin. It's just sweet, and it remains like tonka bean, coconutty and boozy, and doesn't change so much. But in terms of creativity, I think Lalique one is a lot more creative. So today, out of the two, I'll pick a winner. I love both. If you can own both, once again, by all means. But if you ask me, I'll pick Lalique one today over the Nishane one. Even though I own both, I would say this is a way better practical decision, and if you can enjoy them equally, okay. But if you ask me overall, to suggest a better longevity and then like a projection, Nishane, okay. So that's your call. So that's the comparison video. Hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of it, and it just give you my ideas. I write down when I walk, ideas come to me, I write down, then I want to do the videos. Thanks for watching. Time to move on to the second video, which is going to be a list. Take care. Bye bye.